since then, you know, Masoma has moved off of that character.
Yeah, he plays my man's Edmund Dantes. Let's go.
Dude, when he brought that out, I was like, we are blessed this day. And several other notable Vlov players have also moved off of that character. I think Akimi and Safe are one of, like, really the only two who are playing Vlov at the higher levels now, but both of them not here, but we get Vlov, and this just makes me super happy. But in playing into Akia, I feel like if Akia gets in, it's a really difficult thing for Vlov because he's so tall and gets hit by Brilliant Wheel a lot, and if your setups are good, but if she never gets in, that's it. Like, there are so many tools that Vlov has to keep her out.
He has the best move in the entire game against her, which is the Stomp. I know that sounds weird to say that a character has the best move in the game specific against you, but for real, that move is a big problem for her, and it forces Akia and Teal, they're going to have to play a lot more to the skies than Akia really likes to. Akia doesn't like to do that. She's a very grounded, you know, reactionary kind of character, and guess what? You can't do that all the time against the sky.
Yeah,
no, you can't.
Very fun.
When you have the wheel set up on top of you, though, it's basically a lot like the Aoko orbs, right? It's a little different because, you know, you know exactly when it's going to end, but it still gives Akia that particular setup, right? She is guaranteed that unless you decide to shield it.
Yeah, so much recoverable life here for kurobochi. And there's the stomps. Stomps again, then you just spend all of the meter. Nice way to stop that. B counter doesn't do anything though.
Work out.
No, and then Brilliant Wheel back again.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, too, you can lose this round as Vlov, and that's okay, because one of the funniest parts about Vlov is that he actually gets more powerful in the next round if he loses. So.
Yeah, and it's interesting when you watch high-level players become totally different players when Vlov goes into ice.
Wait a minute, he's not thinking about that next round.
Oh, he is surely not.
He's close to getting meter advantage. Moon.
Yeah, just stops. I like that kurobochi just backed off, walked backwards.
That was close to a guard break. Yeah, he might have been able to EX.
I think that's what he was specifically going for, but he recognized that it was a bit too low, so he didn't even try to go for it. Because, you know, you don't want to waste the extra meter, but now you can definitely use some of that.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge combo. Yeah, with the launcher as well, probably a,
safe jump
just
mix.
shy of 4K.
Yeah, and kept the air dash.
Plus.
That was such a nice
frames.
cancel.
Yep. They're just going to waste as much time as they can waste.
Oh, yeah, the wheel gets shielded right here, and there's only 3 seconds left.
That was so epic, we couldn't see it.
All right,
Just
1 sec.
kidding.
Yeah, time up. Yeah, I like the idea of using the heat there to try and get some of that health back, and you know, maybe if I'm playing aggressively, it's going to be able to get that back, but didn't work out. But no, Spooky, you were totally right. He was not thinking about the next round. He was thinking about right then.
Like, I'm going to close it out.
I mean, that's the best case scenario if you're a Vlov player, is you take the first round when you're in your weakened state, if you will, right?
Yep. I actually don't think the fire mode is that bad. It can't be understated that the ice is better, but I think the fire mode is like, if this character was only the fire mode, I think this character would still be excellent.
No,
I agree.
That is the point, though. It's like the fire mode's not bad. It's just that speaks on how strong the ice mode is afterwards. You know what I mean? Is that it is better.
I like that kurobochi too is using those really big normals to try and challenge the space, but Teal gets in and setting this up into the corner, has such optimal combos, but you have to spend so much every time as far as like the number of hits.
Yeah, I mean, just keeping Vlov in the corner. I mean, this has just been a masterclass in terms of offensive pressure once the corner was taken this time. Yeah, and it's going to be the second round.
Teal.
Okay, the curse is lifted. He's cold again.
He complains about it all the time, though.
Yeah, that's why I called it.
He actually hates his ice magic.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
He prefers to be a fire mage.
You know, that's his fault for trying to steal his master's power, right?
Yeah.
See, he got so greedy, and his master was like, "No, you don't want this," and he was like, "Oh, I think I want this," and he got it, and he was like, "I didn't want this."
You were right.
Life is really cold now. Oh my goodness, life is really cold now.
Yeah, this air unblockable setup is so great. It makes you as the opponent really think about whether or not you want to go in the air.
Yeah, and that's like one of the hard parts about having to fight Vlov is because he's so good at being able to stop you in terms of aerial approach. That's a lot of the game, and it's very important to be able to stop that sort of thing.
Oh, that's such a good use of that overhead.
That's a really good starter, too.
It is incredible. I mean, look how much damage that did, and he spent, like, what, a bar?
Did he spend a bar?
It said EX Edge at the end, so
yeah, my bad.
No, I had to look at it, too. I was like, excuse me?
I just forgot what the ender was, because he definitely didn't spin it at the beginning.
No, definitely didn't. Oh, my God.
Yeah, another air unblockable.
Yeah, you said it. This is a masterclass. just in both, like one in the corner for Akiha, and then this is how you want to play Vlov all of the time.
Counter shield broke up the escape, but Akiha at least is out of there. Stomp.
Wow.
Oh my god.
EX edge
See,
stomp.
I was only kidding when I talked about the stomp. I didn't expect him to like point blank.
You blessed him on this fine day.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah,
alright.
but he committed to just a little too many buttons in that Rekka.
Yeah, maybe forgetting how many jumps were left for Tiruru. Right.
Launch ender.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
Good,
scary.
just keep jumping. He was counting that time for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like that, using the B shield option to be able to get away.
Oh
Get the
my
conversion.
god, what a freestyle. Stop.
Because it was fatal counter, you get the hits done all the way to the ground.
Yep. No, I love the way that he's playing right now. It's giving me so many new ideas. I hope other players are like, oh, this is cool.
They definitely think it's cool. Watch for the vampire's bite.
Oh, big drop on that one.
Yeah. It's really worrisome. I
Stay
like
over there.
Yeah, I like using just the single stomps.
Oh,
And
that's so
God, how did that
unfortunate.
reach so far?
Yeah, right there. That was specifically Teal trying to use the moon drive to be able to pause the screen and see, and that's why you saw the shield afterwards, because you could
Right.
tell what button was coming out. It's just a bit too far away, then caught the recovery.
That ambiguous JB was good
Oh!
from Kotobuchi. Wow, what a side switch.
Hitbox abuse.
Are going to see an aggressive heat here to try to get all that back? Nope, we're just going to arc drive.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, and I mean, you need that to be able to take the round, because that would have just been straight up, you're out of the tournament otherwise.
Right.
You spend the cash, otherwise you're done.
No bar versus 4 bars. Very
Oh.
there we got a starter. We can play the game. Teal.
An attempt at a hard read on the jump right there did not work out for Kotobuchi.
Beat the heat.
Oh, no. That commitment to the low shield is going to cost so much of Kotobuchi's life.
You know the mission. Beat the heat. Teal.
Yeah, you got to remember, there's 4 magic circuits on deck too for Kotobuchi.
Oh,
which
God.
is-
There it is. He
Yeah.
brought
What
it into
timing.
existence. But no, the overhead is going to
Actually,
hit from Tita.
It's working out.
Yeah, it's
Extend the
gone.
combo as
That's
long as
it.
possible.
Yeah, I
He
mean-
got nothing out of that.
That's super good, and plus on top of that, Teal has all the moon drive on the planet. Yeah, there's
Broken.
basically nothing that
No.
Kotobuchi can figure out.
Broke him in the
here.
corner. You see how plus that was? She said, oh,
Hey, I mean,
my
you know,
aura.
you can't stomp if the opponent's all over you.
Oh, man.
Her aura was red. She said, ah. Early corner again for Teal. This is huge.
Okay, yeah, he was really looking for
Move
that B
escape.
plus C.
He was.
That's one thing you always have to watch out for when you're playing Melty Blood, is that if your opponent has at least half moon drive, they can B plus C or on the shield.
Shield
Yeah.
breaker. Gets the
Nice
hit.
B, and then with the 2C as well to start. This is with the counter hit damage. That's huge.
Got all that moon gauge back too on top of that.
Right.
That's another like lesser talked about thing that I think makes Vlov really strong, is that because he gets the hard knockdown, he can then charge and still get the
Yes.
meaty on you.
Yep, that's right. And from that full screen range, if you try to be funny and shield counter or something like that, he can just launch you.
Oh, yeah. If you try anything, you're losing at least a quarter of your life. There's so much confidence in his gameplay. Tita just not really figuring out where he can get a hit in.
There
Finally
we go.
does.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the movement when it comes to Vlov, is you have to just weave in and out properly. Like, I mean, if you played like Marvel 3 and
Yeah.
you had to fight Morgan, you probably understand exactly what it's like to weave in and out of stuff. But the drop combo,
They saw a shield, that's why they backed out.
Yeah.
Teal's going to use the plus frames now to try and take advantage of this, getting the low.
Yeah, nice setup, too.
This
Gonna
time,
take
this
the hard
time's getting
knockdown?
very dangerous. The temptation, the heat is very high from both
Yep, and
sides.
there
it
it
is.
Oh, yeah, moon drive
Double
right
move.
back. Very
Oh, got
smart.
the hit.
Yeah, that was so smart from Tita.
You need to do the dopest moon combo that you can do. Oh, they did. That was a sick moon extension.
Are they going to be up? No, they're going to get the hard
They
knockdowns.
have a
They're not
tiny
going to have.
lead.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's 2 options there. You know, you either get the air dash or you go for the low, and Kotobuchi not ready for it.
They get 2 chances versus Fire Vlov. Excuse me, Ice Vlov.
Well, it's going to be able to use the shield.
Oh,
Got the
my
side
God.
combo, yup.
That was so good.
We got sandwich combos.
Yeah, Teal definitely turning into a
Munch.
different beast right now.
Yeah, where there was so much hesitancy, now there's confidence.
Absolutely, and I think that's that's where the roundup really comes into play. And wow,
Guard break.
Oh no, no
even
guard break
better.
required.
Full combo.
No.
Okay, full damage here.
It's not
Got some
safe
jab
jab.
to work with. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just go for the throw.
Safe jab just makes so much sense there too.
I like the idea of that that 5C blowback edge. It was really interesting because it has the space.
Yeah,
Else you're all the way dead.
yeah,
Goodbye.
there's no way you survive that.
No. It has a minimum damage per hit. So
Yeah, you're nope.
you're dying. Counter.
Yeah, on the jump back. I mean, Teal was specifically trying to catch the jump back, and I mean, kurobochi just cutting off at the pass, right? Okay,
All right, what do you do when you're behind, Teal? Show us. 4 meters and a dream.
So I like that Teal was okay with jumping there because there was no bar at first, but then unfortunately the bar did finally come.
Yeah, you should not have continued to challenge that. But that's, you know, being aware. You have to be aware of your opponent's resources. And kurobochi is very aware that there's 4 Magic Circuit on deck.
Yeah, and I mean, that heat may end up having to just be a healing factor at this point.
Yes.
Keep them full screen as much as possible. The shield breaker did not
straight punish. Yeah, trying to use the B option. Unfortunately, not going to work out. As I mean, kurobochi just ready.
That honestly could have gone either way. Unfortunately, did not get the opportunity to use that blood heat, which could have gotten so much life. Almost half of that life would have come back, but we did get to see.
No, that was losers, Teal.
Yeah,
I know.
That was losers, unfortunately.
He was doing like sandwich combos. That was crazy.
Yeah,
when the rings.
Yeah, when the ring hit behind and just was able to pick everything up. Look at yay.
I'm seeing a lot of behind-the-back combos and top 8s this weekend so far. I mean, I feel like maybe we're going to see one in every single game
yelling
now.
like, does anybody want to bet it? Just yelling in the crowd. People are like, what's that dummy talking about? Anybody want to bet it?
It's American. I don't even know what he's saying.
I don't know.
That looks really hype. Fun match.
I love when matches have that